Hello, high school basketball fans, and welcome. We are here for the opening game of the season, the Miller Cardinals versus the New Heights Christian Cougars. The Miller Cardinals ended their season last year against the Cougars here in the district playoffs. Take a look at a comparison of last year's teams. The Cardinals were 16-10. The Cardinals were the number 2 seed in the district tournament. New Heights came in as the 3 seed, but did have the advantage of home court advantage. New Heights won that game 60-35, and of course they were College Heights last year, but in a stunner, I guess you'd have to say, after Miller beat them earlier in the year. You see the December 3rd matchup. Miller defeated College Heights 66-59. The records are pretty similar. New Heights went on to win the district against Ash Grove and then win another game against Blue Eye before ending their season in the state quarterfinal against Hartville. Obviously a different group this year for the Cougars, losing senior starters Caleb Quaddy and Colson Dickens. Caleb Quaddy was averaging 20 points a game, Colson Dickens averaging 10 points a game. Cougars have 3 returning starters in Adam Stanton, Ben Schumacher, and the senior Jace Walker. Three new starters this year as well, or potential starters. Broderick Burns, the sophomore, will get the start tonight. He's changed his number from last year. What'd you say? It's 23. Number 22 is Cannon Miller, the junior. Cannon got substantial time last year and occasional starts. And then number 4 on the jersey tonight is Jaden Smith getting the start for the Cougars. Look at the matchup between the point guards. Junior Owen Weiss has been the starter going on his 3rd year. He was first team all-conference last year for his squad and also all-district, averaging 17.2 points a game, 1.9 rebounds, 2.3 assists, and 2.2 steals. The offense does revolve around him. He's the point guard, sets up the attack. A lefty shooter will shoot from range. Jace Walker is a energy point guard, will distribute the ball in transition, likes to play in motion, real athletic player. You can see 4.4 rebounds a game. Like to get underneath and start the transition off the rebound. We're about ready for opening announcements. We'll go down to the court for that. Number 3 is senior Jared Lung. Another senior, number 11, Nate Hill. Junior Owen Weiss, number 23. Another junior, number 25, Paul Nunez. And the final starter for the Miller Cardinals, Brody Rinker, number 31.
And now for your New Heights Cougars. Starting for your Cougars tonight is sophomore, number 23, Roderick Burns.
Roderick Burns, number 23, a sophomore.
A junior, number 4, Jaden Smith.
Number 4, junior Jaden Smith. Number 22, Cannon Miller, a junior.
Number 25,
Adam Stanton, a junior, number 25. Leading returning scorer for the Cougars. And number 1, the senior captain, Jace Walker, running the point for the Cougars. I'm Brian Schumacher alongside Brad Burns, ready to bring you the action tonight.
Looks like both teams starting in a defensive tip position.
Adam Stanton and Brody Rinker taking the tip for the two teams. And we're underway. Owen Weiss able to collect the ball, and we'll get started. Weiss sets up the offense. The Cougars in the 2-3 zone. Ball into the corner, Lung all the way across to Hill. Hill pushes in, finds Rinker down low. Walker gets a slap away, but Rinker's able to recover and score it for the first 2 points. Walker tried to get it in quickly and hit Stanton in the back, turnover, and the Cardinals are quickly out to a 4-0 lead. Cougars break the press into the front court.
Excellent job of going ahead and moving the ball up. They got back slowly, and that left Jaden Smith open on the baseline for a nice little jumper.
Long on the right wing, back up to Weiss up top. Hill flashes high. Rinker at the free throw line. Weiss takes the 3, and he's good from 3. 7-2 the score. Cougars break the press into the front court. Miller finds Walker on the cut. Walker, acrobatic shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound to the Cardinals.
Looks like Miller is playing zone or man-to-man on defense.
Weiss over to Nunez. Three-pointer again from Weiss. Rebound goes to Hill. Hill with the floater off the front rim, and Walker pulls down the rebound and draws the foul.
Rinker, number 31, with the foul there.
It'll be the first foul of the game on either squad. Cougars able to break the press, find Burns on the backside. Burns finishes with the right for the basket.
Great look up by Cannon Miller to see everybody had collapsed on the ball side and left the backside wide open. Using that 1-4 press breaker.
Ball into the far side corner. Hill thinks about it, takes the 3. Good box out by Burns. Walker pulls down the board, out ahead to Miller. Miller gets blocked from behind by Nunez. Into transition for the Cardinals. Hill out all the way into the paint. Sloppy pass. Stanton's there to steal it. Quickly out to Miller. Miller can't get it to go. Walker pulls it down. Walker with the wild shot and can't get it to go as Weiss pulls down the rebound for the Cardinals.
Just got to finish those shots under the basket there. doing a good job moving the ball.
Hill back out to Weiss to reset for the Cardinals. Into the right side for Lung. Lung sets it up, switches it over to Weiss on the far side. Three-pointer in and out. Hill's there for the rebound. Can't control it.
Look up. Oh.
Jaden Smith's able to pull it down and gets fouled.
We got to continue to box out. Burns went over and boxed the kid, but then let him go before he got the rebound and went around him. We've got to continue to hold our box outs. Neither team has a lot of height, so it's going to be the aggressiveness going after the boards. We've got to win the battle of the boards.
All right, timeout by the Cougars. 5:04 on the official clock.
Yeah.
That's the first time out of the game. Yeah, Cougars getting some good opportunity in transition. Getting the ball out to Miller, to Cannon Miller, not to be confused with the Miller Cardinals.
Yeah.
Smith inbounding to restart play.
Ooh, dangerous cross-court pass there.
Cougars get bailed out with a foul call. Walker will inbound this time for the Cougars, gives it to Stanton. Back to Walker up top.
Miller's back to a man-to-man here now, switching their defenses up.
And to Stanton. Stanton turns, finds Burns on the cut. Burns goes up strong and finishes at the basket.
Great look by Stanton as Burns cut back door. Stanton looked for that dish. Nice assist.
Burns at the line to complete the three-point play. And it's a tie game, 7-7.
Way to settle in and come back after letting Miller get out in front of us.
Schnecky over to Weiss. Weiss penetrates in on the left. Over to Lung.
We'll get from the reach behind Burns on that foul on Weiss. Weiss is not going to continually miss those open threes. He's usually pretty deadly, and he's missed a few so far, but he'll get warmed up, I'm sure. Good tip by Stanton.
Will stay Miller ball. Went out on the corner. Hayden Schnocky, the sophomore in the game, will take the inbound for Cardinals.
Good job, Jaden Smith.
Smith steals out in transition with his left. And Smith goes up strong. Gets it to go off the glass. The Cougars take the first lead of the game, 9-7. Leads over to Schnocky, looking to switch the court.
Ooh.
Finds Lung on the backside, entered into Nunez. Walker's there to sweep it away into transition. Up ahead to Smith. Smith goes through Weiss.
Going to get him the offensive fouls. He just lowered that shoulder just enough, and the kid took it.
Second team foul on the Cougars.
Got Hunter Marsh, number 20, checking in for Cannon Miller. Hunter will now play the middle on the 2-3. Ooh, that was off. Ooh, I think that was tipped by Burns, but then it went off one, and one acted like he didn't touch it, but it looked like it was a double tap.
All right, we'll stay Cardinal ball underneath. Jaden Smith subbing out. Ben Schumacher getting his first appearance of the season. Schnocky inbounds to Lung. Over to Nunez in the corner. Back up top to Lung. Finds Schnocky in the corner. Switch to number 1 up top. That's Jalen Madsen. Into Weiss. Scoop down low
It's a bad foul.
for Nunez, and Burns comes in, fouls him over the top.
That'll be his second.
Is it on the floor? 2 shots. Third team foul on the Cougars, and as you said, second foul on Burns. Looks like Smith is at the table to check back in for him. First shot is no good by Nunez. I believe Paul Nunez had a big mullet last season. So
I believe you're
I
correct.
didn't recognize him to be the same player, but
Yeah.
going for the clean cut this season.
Yeah,
Misses them both.
Oh,
Should have kept the mullet. And out of bounds, it will be Cougars ball.
guess we'll have to see if you can chase down the before and after pictures.
Yeah. I could be wrong. I could be thinking of another player, but I thought he had pretty long hair last season. Walker inbounds. Miller has dropped out of the press. Walker into the front court. Over to Smith on the right wing. Switching the court to Schumacher on the left. Schumacher looks in for Stanton. Stanton one more to Smith. Smith on the floater. Gets his own rebound. Can't get the shot to go. Loose ball on the floor. Schnocky's able to come up with it into transition for the Cardinals. Weiss pushing up ahead. Gets it to Lung on the wing. Switched over to Schnocky. One more into the corner. Cardinals doing a good job moving the ball into Madsen in the corner. Back up to Schnocky. Weiss resets up top. Smith stays on tough defense. Back to Schnocky at the top of the key.
Yeah, Miller doing a good job of moving the ball quickly, but they're not getting the open looks that they're wanting to. They're hoping we'll get a little slower on our
Hill
steps.
back to Lung. Short. Loose ball goes to Walker. Walker pushing it on the right side. Steps through Schnocky. Goes up, loses the handle. Schnocky pulls down the board quickly out to Weiss. Weiss pushing. Steps through all the way to the basket, and a good finish. Tie game. Weiss cherry picking. Got a touch on it. Smith's able to come through. Gets the deflection out of bounds. It will stay Cougars ball in the front court.
Yeah, we've got to take care of the ball on our passes. They've got good quick hands, their guards do, and have gotten several touches on it.
Walker inbounding for the Cougars. Into Smith as the Cougars set up. Over to Schumacher on the right side. Schumacher back to Smith. Switched over to Walker into the short corner for Stanton. Looking in the middle for Marsh. Loose ball goes to Schumacher from 17. It's good.
Nice shot by Ben.
Weiss back into the front court for the Cardinals. Over to Schnocky to Lung on the right wing. Back up to Schnocky as he looks inside for Hill. Hill back door for Madsen. Madsen on the corner. Back up to Schnocky. Thought about the three. Over to Long on the right. Into Madsen in the corner. He pulls. In and out. Stanton pulls down the board.
Dribble, there you go.
Up ahead to Smith. Smith pushing. And gets fouled from behind by Weiss. Not sure what he was doing there. Seemed like a careless foul by Weiss.
Yeah.
That's the fourth team foul.
Jaden kind of took that stutter step and slowed down, and I don't think he was anticipating that slow down and just ran into the back of him.
Okay, is that the fifth? That's the fifth team foul. So the Cougars are in the bonus the rest of the quarter. First shot is no good. A couple more subs. Let's see, what do we got? Just Max Long subbing in the game for
Max
Hunter
Long
Marsh.
and Cannon looks like he's coming in for the shooter.
Okay, Cannon subbing in for Jaden Smith. Smith good on the second. 3-point lead for the Cougars. 1:28 left here in the first quarter. Weiss walks it up into the front court. Over to Hill on the left side. Lung flashes high, receives the ball. Looks for the cutter, finds Hill on the left. Hill takes the three, in and out. Stanton's there for the rebound. Over to Miller. Miller quickly out to Walker. Walker's able to toe tip the line, gets it into Long. Long reverse.
He got hit, but didn't get the call.
Yeah, a big smack on the arm. It is the ref's first game of the year also. They got to get used to the big body of Miller Long.
Good hands by Cannon Miller.
There's too many Millers on the court.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Max Long, not Miller Long.
Correct. Miller
And
Long
Cannon
is
Miller
over on the bench as the coach.
Weiss pushes through. Max, good job defending. Quick
Oh.
outlet by Stanton, gets it up to Walker. Walker looks for Schumacher down low.
Good ball fake. Good job by Ben on the finish then.
25 seconds left in the quarter. 14-9 the score.
Cougars are going to be a different type of a team than they've been in the past.
Weiss pivots, looking for the last shot. Over to Lung. Lung looking for Weiss for the three from the left side. Deep three-pointer rebound goes to Lung. And Max comes in with the body and commits the foul on Hill. Hill will go to the line to shoot two with no time on the clock.
Max thought for sure they wouldn't call that since they didn't give it to him at the other end.
Yeah. He did go straight up, but he went straight up and straight in.
Yeah.
All right, makes them both. That will end the quarter. 14-11 at the end of the first. Good opening quarter for the Cougars after starting out a little sloppy. The first 4 points by the Cardinals had the Cougars chasing, but they settled in. Burns with those two fouls. Don't like to see that early.
No, he's playing aggressive, but just on that one where he got the jump for trying to block a shot was not the best mistake.
You tracking some stats for us, Josh?
Cougars will get the ball to start with as Miller won the tip.
All right, we're starting with the second quarter. Schumacher brings it into the front court. Over to Walker. Schumacher takes the three. Long rebound falls to the Cardinals. Hill pushing in transition. Hill being defended by Schumacher, gets it to Riker. Riker also has two fouls. Nunez takes the three from the left, and he buries it. Back to a tie game, 14-14. Schumacher with the ball. Gets bumped as he goes baseline. That'll be the first foul of the quarter on the Cardinals. Jared Lung picks up the foul. Ball into Schumacher up top. Over to Miller. Back to Schumacher on the wing. Finds Stanton at the elbow.
Nice
Stanton
shot.
pulls up and nails it. Weiss into the front court, over to Hill. Cannon Miller defending. To Nunez. Nunez goes baseline.
Good job by Jace Walker getting back to tip that away.
Walker up to Schumacher on the left. Schumacher finds Cannon.
Good finish. Nice assist by Ben Schumacher.
And Cannon Miller converts for a 4-point lead for the Cougars. Weiss with his left back into the front court to Hill. Hill to Riker, back to Hill. Nunez for three, and he gets it again. Stanton brings it into the front court for the Cougars.
They really like to shoot the threes, and if they get hot, that's where they make their points.
Cannon Miller on the right side to Walker. Walker thinks about it, finds Stanton at the elbow. Stanton off the glass. Hill's able to pull down the rebound. Over to Weiss as he brings it into the front court with pace. Into the corner for Nunez. He wants another one. Off the front rim, loose ball off the Cougars. It'll stay Cardinals ball underneath. Max Long subbing out of the game as Jaden Smith re-enters. Hill looks to inbound. Schumacher gets in there and deflects.
Almost.
And gets called for the foul.
It's a good hustle play.
And it'll be the Cardinals' ball to restart play. Waiting for the clock to start. There we go. Errant pass by the Cardinals. Turnover to the Cougars. Schnacke back in the game as Rinker subs out.
Coach has got to get back in his box there so they can start playing.
Walker walks it into the front court to Stanton at the top of the key. Stanton looking for Smith down low. Smith's able to recover, gets it to Cannon Miller. Three-point shot, rebound goes to the Cardinals. Nate Hill with the ball, working down the right side. Long baseline,
Whoa.
Long with the wild whip pass over the top of Nunez, out of bounds. Turnover to the Cougars.
That was going to be a hot pass to handle.
Smith inbounds to Walker as he jogs it up into the front court. Over to Cannon Miller. Miller up top to Schumacher. Schumacher back to Miller. Into the short corner for Smith. Finds Stanton. Stanton turns. Acrobatic shot off the glass. And Hill pulls down the rebound for the Cardinals.
Tough take. He may have been better off just to go straight into it and try to draw the foul.
Schnacke from the corner for three.
Good box out.
Walker comes down with the loose ball rebound. Up to Stanton. Stanton pushing, looking for Smith in the corner. Smith off the top of the backboard. Schnacke pulls it down. Into Weiss.
Rushed. Just need to
Weiss
relax.
through
He
traffic,
walked. There
and
we
he
go.
gets called for the travel.
He's going to try to do the step around, except for we had a help that time, and he couldn't squeeze between both of them, shuffled his feet to try to make it through.
Cougars reset. Walker jogging into the front court for the Cougars. To Stanton, over to Miller. Miller wants it. Off the front rim and over the backboard. And it'll be the Cardinals' ball.
Haven't got warmed up on our threes yet. We've got several kids that can definitely hit threes.
Weiss up the right side. Ball screen from Nunez. Kicked over to Schnacke. One more to Hill. Hill comes in for the floater, and he converts. And the Cardinals retake the lead, 19-18. Walker looking in for Schumacher on the back door. Nunez steals up ahead to Weiss. Weiss into the corner for Lung. And Lung nails the three. 4-point lead for the Cardinals. Wild pass stolen by Hill. Weiss wants another three. It's Long. Schumacher comes in, gets the rebound. Schumacher pushing. Bounce pass to Smith, stolen by Lung. Deflected. Weiss is able to get back to it. Triple team. Weiss kicks it out to Schnacke. One more to Hill. Hill goes into the paint, kicks it back to the corner for Nunez, and can't get it to go as Stanton pulls down the rebound, and Coach Harrell wants a timeout for the Cougars. Second timeout of the game. Cougars with 3 remaining. Each team with one foul here in the second quarter.
Cougars doing some unforced errors there, multiple fast breaks, just trying to force it just a little too much to make something happen.
Hunter Marsh is checked back in the game for the Cougars.
With the bigs in, they have been practicing and doing a little bit of a different look on their defense then.
He subbed in for Cannon Miller. Walker on the end line to inbound. Gets it to Stanton. The Cardinals pick up in full court. Over to Walker. Double team comes. He's able to get it up to Smith. Smith back to Walker up top. Over to Schumacher. Schumacher thinks about it. Resets up top. Gets it to Walker. Stanton at the top of the elbow. Flashes over to the wing. Into Stanton at the top of the key. Back out to Schumacher for three.
Good kick out.
And he gets it and gets fouled.
Nice. Good in-out play there. Stanton makes him collapse, then kicks it back out. Ben does a nice job getting lined up that time and drills it.
Just like I said, we need
play here.
we need the 4-point play here to tie it up. All right, now Schumacher's got to convert on the free throw.
If we'd only got the technical to follow when the kid gave the look to the referee, then we could have had a 5-point play.
Schumacher way off on the free throw. And still a 1-point lead for the Cardinals. Schnocky on the left wing. Back to Madsen into the paint for Weiss. Into the corner, Weiss looking to go baseline. Back up top to Hayden Brown. Brown for three. Off the back rim, no box out as Brown gets it back. Looking for Madsen down low. Madsen gets knocked off the ball by Marsh. Walker gets it. Is able to regain control, but throws it away. Smith gets back to the ball.
Good
Smith over
play.
to Stanton. He's open for three, and he got it. And the Cougars retake the lead, 24-22. 2 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Madsen up top to Schnocky. Number 2, Hayden Brown with the ball. Schnocky pushing in.
Just out
Back
of
to
reach.
Madsen. Errant pass, loose ball. And the Cardinals can't get to it. Out of play will be a Cougars ball in the front court.
Looks like Burns is going to set the entire second quarter with those 2 fouls.
Okay,
Max
so
Long came
Max
in for
Long back
Hunter.
in. Stanton inbounds to Walker.
It's like we're taking our time here. Just
Smith, good job stepping to the ball. Stanton, floater in the paint. Tries to deflect the rebound, but the Cardinals are able to recover. Lung back in the game, gets the ball, switches it to the corner for Weiss. Weiss back up top to Schnocky.
good job keeping a hand in Weiss's face on that 3.
Schnocky inside to Brown. Over to Lung. Lung driving into the paint, gets it to Hill in the short corner. Back to Lung. Lung again penetrating, deflected by Smith. Weiss comes up with a loose ball, gets it to the free throw line. Kicks it back to Brown. Brown penetrating back to Lung. Over to Weiss into the corner for Schnocky for 3. Off the front rim, and Stanton pulls down the rebound. Quickly out to Schumacher on the left side. Schumacher thinks about it, goes up with the left, too strong. Weiss pulls down the loose ball into transition for the Cardinals. For 3 for Lung from the corner, and he gets it. And the Miller Cardinals retake the lead. Quickly out to Schumacher. He goes baseline, off the glass, and good.
Nice finish that time. Way to push the ball up, catching him in transition.
Hill at the post. Turns, finds Brown on the cut. And Brown good for 2 more. 15 seconds left to play. Stanton again pushing the pace. Kicks it out to Smith. Smith back to, thought about it, and
Got
foul
it.
called. Smith gets bailed out there.
Is that on Weiss?
Second team foul of the quarter on the Cardinals. Actually, maybe the third team foul. Ball into Schumacher, over to Smith. Smith gives it back to Schumacher for three. He got it.
Good shot. Nice give and go for a three.
And off the rim at the buzzer. We'll go into halftime. Cougars leading 29-27.
Ben did a nice job of coming to life there, hit a couple threes. I knew we would eventually get warmed up and start hitting some threes of our own.
All right, we'll take a audio break here for halftime and send you through the first half recap. Be back for the second half in 8 minutes. That's your Cougar cheerleaders. All right, we're back about 30 seconds away from the start of the second half. First half, a good back and forth battle. The Cardinals started out with a hot start. Cougars took the lead, Cardinals took it back, and Cougars were able to finish the half on a three-point shot. Ben Schumacher hit the three to take the 2-point lead to go into half.
B. Miller ball coming out.
Back to the starting lineup for the Cougars. Yeah, you guys will be. All right, we're ready to go. Nunez inbounds to Weiss. In the front court, back to Weiss as he looks in. Nunez on the left wing.
Looks like we went to a 1-2-2 now.
Long gets a touch back into the corner to Long. Swing pass over to Nunez for three, and he's good for three again. Cardinals retake the lead, 30-29. Nunez now with 11. Pass stolen by Lung. Lung makes a good move on Stanton to get to the basket, can't finish. Walker pulls down the rebound quickly out to Burns. Burns slows it up, finds Smith on the cut. Smith gets to the basket, off the glass, and good.
Nice. Way to keep moving the ball forward. Good look
Weiss
in
tries
there.
to find down low for Rinker. Stanton steps in and steals. Burns up ahead to Smith on the left side. Back to Stanton. Stanton to Smith in the corner. Reset up top to Stanton as he switches it over to Walker on the right. Walker to Stanton. Cougars getting a little static in their movement, looking for Stanton for three. And he got it.
Good shot, good set screen by Burns at the top, and Adam finally took over and made the nice little pass by Walker over the top for the three.
Out to a 4-point lead for the Cougars. Cardinals into the front court. Nunez on the left side to Hill to Rinker. One more to Lung in the corner. Lung is short, gets his own rebound though. Again, not boxing out the three-point shooter. Hill back to Lung. Over to Weiss, one more to Nunez. He's the hot hand, and he got it. 3-point basket by the Cardinals, and the Cougars want another timeout.
Second chance points, and they keep shooting those threes. They're going to hit them. And we keep flying by the three-point shooter instead of just closing out with a hand up to distract them and then boxing them out.
Sorry, that was the wrong graphic there. Not end of third. 6:08 left in the third. It's the first game of the season.
No problem.
Working out the kinks. All right, Cougars will inbound the ball in the end line to restart play. Walker jogs it into the front court for the Cougars. Ball to Stanton at the block.
Oh, didn't finish it, but
Burns gets fouled on the take and will go to the line to shoot two.
that was a good look down low. He was open.
Burns gets the first one to rattle home. Back to a 2-point lead for the Cougars. Burns now with 6 points on the night. Off the mark on the second. Cardinals put on the rebound. Cougars go into a full court press. Weiss looking for the long pass up to Rinker. He gets it to Lung into the front court. Lung back to Weiss to reset. Over to Nunez.
Cougars back to their 2-1-2 set.
Nunez on the left side. Into the corner for Hill. Hill looks down low for Rinker on the cut. Into the corner for Weiss for three. He pops, can't get it to go. Stanton gets the rebound in the short corner, looking to push. Out ahead to Smith. Good hand. Smith goes baseline. Floater.
Nice shot.
Acrobatic shot. Gets the roll. And the Cougars back to a 4-point lead.
2-1-2 again on the defense.
Nunez into Rinker at the elbow to Hill in the corner. Hill driving into the paint, looking for an option. Tries to find Rinker down low on the block. Rinker pushing through Burns and turns it over to Stanton. Smith comes up with a loose ball.
Good defense by Burns to not let him push him through, and he turned the ball over. Adam comes up with the steal.
Into the corner for Walker, looks all the way across for Smith. He'll pop the three. Off the backboard, Long. Loose ball, out of bounds, and confusion on who's got it. It's going to go to Miller.
I don't think the official could see.
Yeah.
Nobody else over there. Well, this guy at the half court wasn't going to call anything, but it looked like it went off Miller's foot.
The old saying in soccer we use is when in doubt, it's coming out. So maybe that's the philosophy there.
He looked like he was hesitant anyway. He didn't know what to call.
Weiss into the front court to Schnacky, now in the game for Nunez. I'm sorry, for Rinker. Rinker subbed out as Schnacky came in. Rinker plays a down low block position. Schnacky's more of a wing. Hill switches to that block position when they make that sub. Lung dribbling it across, gives it to Weiss at the top. Cardinals running some clock. Smith defending on Weiss. Schnacky wide open, takes the three and nails it. Cougars just left him totally unmarked. Stanton pushes up into Burns. Burns jump stop in the paint and finishes for two.
That was a good look by Stanton to hit Burns on the cut, on the transition. So far, that's been some of our best offense is transition baskets.
Schnacky wants another three, and it's good. Tie game 39-39. They might consider guarding that position. Cannon Miller tries to enter it into Burns in the short corner, gets stolen by the Cardinals. Weiss to Lung. Lung goes baseline. Back to Nunez, one more to Schnacky. Finds Hill on the cut, and the Cardinals finish at the basket.
Good ball movement. We closed out on the three, took that away, and then they got the cutter going through the basket.
Smith from the elbow off the rim. Hill fights for the rebound, is able to save it to Lung. Lung finds Weiss. Weiss pushing in transition. Into the corner for Schnacky, one more for Nunez. Nunez over to Lung. Schnacky drives into the paint, kicks it back to Nunez for three. And Nunez is good.
They've gotten hot on their threes now. Now they're up 44-39.
Walker into Stanton, he'll pop the three, and it's good.
Nice turnaround three by Stanton. Nobody respecting him after he's hit two of them now in a row. Good hustle
Down low, Nunez is able to control it and put it in 46-42. Miller Cardinals with a 4-point lead. Walker into the short corner for Burns. Burns is able to turn, looks back. Finds Smith up top. Smith for three. Long rebound goes to Lung. Lung outlet to Hill. Walker gets back as Hill goes all the way around. Finds Nunez on the cut. And Nunez puts it in for two more. Another timeout by the Cougars.
Ben's checking back in. Can't tell if he's coming in for Cannon or Jace. I saw him point to one of those two.
See, do the Cougars have two timeouts remaining?
Yes, correct. They've used three now.
Stanton now with 11 points. Burns with 8. Smith with 9.
Looks like
Nunez has 21.
Max Long checked in for Burns, and Ben Schumacher checked in for Cannon Miller.
Cougars back into the action as Walker brings it up into the front court. 6-point lead for the Cardinals. Schumacher fumbles a pass, able to get it back to Walker. To Stanton at the top of the key. Stanton pushes through
nice
the paint.
move.
Can't get it to go, gets his own rebound. Fighting through traffic and draws the foul. And Stanton will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Great move through the middle. Couldn't finish, got his own rebound. Took it up strong, drew the foul.
Stanton true on the first. 5-point game. Madsen checking in for Nate Hill.
Cut it to 4 here with this extra made free throw.
Stanton good on them both. 48-44 the score. Schnacke thought about the 3. Gets it over to Lung on the right side. Lung goes baseline. Back to Schnacke on the wing. One more to Nunez. He's feeling it. And he gets another 3-pointer.
He now has 24 points. I believe all of them are threes.
Walker tries for the trick pass into Max Long. The Cardinals get called for the kick, though. It'll be Cougars ball underneath. Walker looking for an option inbound, finds Smith in the corner. Smith pushes through, loses the ball, gets it back. Off the back rim, Weiss pulls down the rebound.
Threw him off a little bit when it slipped out of his hand.
Weiss all the way into the paint, takes the shot.
He was looking
Stanton
to,
pulls down the rebound.
looking to draw the foul there, looked like against Long, and
Stanton pulls up his dribble, able to get it up to Smith. Smith back up top to Schumacher, one more to Walker.
Max got
Walker steps out on the
Oh.
sideline, and it's a turnover to the Cardinals.
Max had position there. Looks like Ken and Miller, Broderick are coming in. You could probably give the other couple a rest here the last 40 seconds of the quarter. Checked in for Stanton and Jace Walker.
He's taking his time, maybe looking for the last shot of the quarter. Over to Schnacke on the left wing. Cardinals running clock, 15 seconds remaining in the third. Over to Lung. Back up top to Weiss.
If they had the ruthers, I know they'd rather Weiss be the last shot.
Nunez for 3. Schumacher on the backside gets the rebound, and that'll do it for the third quarter. So good third quarter for the Miller Cardinals. Extended the lead to 7. 51-44.
9-point turnaround there as we were leading by 2 at half. So they outscored us.
It'll be the Cougars' ball to start the fourth quarter.
Home opener tonight, and we head over to Springfield, or Nixa, I should say, for their second game against Rush Academy. Cougars back-to-back games.
Yeah, the Rush Academy was very strong last year, but they were led by a strong group of seniors. It'll be interesting to see what they have back this season.
Yeah. Seems like some of those teams can replace their seniors a lot easier than other places.
Resetting the fouls for the fourth quarter. Smith inbounds to start the quarter for the Cougars. Over to Walker to Schumacher on the left wing. Back up top to Smith. Over to Walker for 3, and it's short. Weiss pulls down the rebound. Cardinals content to run some clock. Hill all the way into the paint, kicked over to Nunez, another 3. Stanton pulls down the long rebound. Hill comes in and takes a swipe, gets called for the foul. Let's see, we don't have Hill on the board. Oh, there he is. That's his third foul. Walker into Stanton from the free throw line, and it's good.
Good shot by Stanton.
Weiss gives it to Nunez. Back to Weiss as he gets into Hill. Hill looking down low for Rinker at the elbow. Under the dribble handoff to Hill. Back to Lung. Lung thinks about it. Gets it back to Hill for three. Weiss gets the offensive rebound on the backside. Nunez back into Rinker. Rinker back in down. Gets it out to Lung. Finds Rinker down low. And the good left-handed finish by Brody Rinker.
I think he was in there about 10 seconds that whole play, but
Stanton from the elbow pulls up. Is long. Rinker gets the rebound for the Cardinals. Hill out to Weiss. Walker comes in and gets called for the foul. It'll be Cardinals ball underneath. 6:18 to play here in the fourth quarter. Cardinals back to a 7-point lead. Burns subbing in the game for Schumacher. Lung finds Hill. Hill off the rim. Loose ball goes to Smith. Quickly out to Walker. Walker at the basket, off the backboard, and finishes for two. 5-point game.
way to control it and take it up nice and easy for the finish.
Weiss walks it into the front court over to Nunez. To Rinker at the elbow. He pivots, gives it to Lung at the wing. Lung back to Rinker. Burns gets a deflection, able to get it to Smith, but stepped on the line. And it'll be Cardinals ball underneath.
Good hands on that one.
Nate Hill taking the inbound for the Cardinals. Looks all the way up top for Lung. Lung back to Hill. Lung's open for three. In and out. Stanton pulls down the rebound. Over to Walker. Walker back to Stanton. He wants it. In and out. Weiss pulls down the rebound.
It's a good thing he didn't look up ahead.
Weiss gets picked up by Smith. He'll slow it down. Looking for Hill. Hill, the dribble handoff to Nunez. Nunez across the top of the key. Looking for Lung. Cardinals content to run some clock here as Walker picks up Lung. Under 5 to play here in the fourth. Weiss brings it in, gets it to Lung. He has baseline. Back out to Nunez, one more to Hill. Hill pushes in, back to Lung, one more to Weiss. For three, rebound goes long. Cardinals another offensive rebound on the long three-pointer. Weiss slows it back up to reset. Nunez into Hill. Hill backside for Lung. Lung drives in, pulls it back to Weiss.
Max did a good job helping
Finds
out.
Rinker down low. And just lost him down low. Converts for two. Back to a 7-point lead. Walker off the back rim, no good. As the Cardinals pull it into transition, Stanton comes in and gets the steal. Stanton wants the three. And that's out of play. The Cardinals ball as Max Long subs out of the game for Hunter Marsh. Under 4 left to play.
Ben's checking in.
Schumacher
Jace.
in for Jace Walker. Cougars are going to have to do something to speed up the play. They're not going to be able to have 1-minute possessions and get back in this game.
Correct.
Weiss over to Schnocky, still in the backcourt.
There we go.
Wild pass by the Cardinals.
Just
And out of play.
Just a little bit of pressure makes them do they like that from the hip chuck pass.
Walker's subbed back in the game for Stanton. Ball inbound to Schumacher, quickly to Walker on the left wing. Walker finds Schumacher, he thinks about it, drives in, kicks it back, deflected, Schumacher's able to get it back. Finds Walker for three. Rebound goes to Smith. Smith gets it back to Schumacher. Over to Walker. Back up top to Schumacher to reset. Schumacher splits through. Finds Walker for three. Long goes to Madsen for the Cardinals. And the Cougars have just gone pretty cold from the field. Schnocky's wide open, tries to find the extra pass, and it's deflected away. Burns gets the ball, looks up for Smith. Smith pushing up into the front court. He'll reset. Weiss steps in and steals it. Weiss to the basket, and that's a big bucket for the Cardinals. Now a 9-point lead. It's 2:45 to play.
That direct cross pass with somebody between you is the toughest one and easiest one they pick.
Smith goes in, draws the foul, can't get the shot to go, but will go to the line to shoot two.
Biggest lead for Miller now, 9 with 2.5 to go. Got the roll.
Smith gets the roll on the first. Adam Stanton back in the game for Hunter Marsh.
As he went by J-Don last Jamboree game.
You have to expect that the Cougars are going to pick up full court here. They got to speed up play. 2:35 remaining here in the fourth. Smith good on both. 7-point lead for the Cardinals.
Going to do their half-court trap, looks like.
Schnocky over to Weiss. Weiss trying to push into the front court, picks it up right on the line. Gets it to Schnocky to Hill at the elbow. Hill back to Weiss. Smith went for the steal, couldn't get it. Schnocky over to Lung. Back to Weiss. Trap comes into the corner for Madsen. Madsen down low for Hill. Hill spins, gets it to Schnocky. One more to Lung. Lung drives in into the corner for Madsen. He wants the three, and he gets it. And it's a 10-point lead for the Cardinals.
Tough when you lose 30 seconds and then they hit the three after moving you around.
Stanton to Schumacher. He wants the three. In and out. Rebound goes to Weiss. Cougars content to play the mismatch, relying on a missed shot to be successful in the defense.
Or missed pass.
Or a missed pass, yeah. It did work last year against Miller. Miller went cold in the second game, and Cougars won by 25. Into the front court, Burns with the ball. Over to Schumacher, to Stanton at the elbow. Stanton pulls up for two and nails it. Timeout for the Cougars. Back to an 8-point lead for the Cardinals. 60-52.
Looks like it'll be a full timeout.
Cougars with one timeout remaining.
Ken and Miller in.
Back to the starting 5 for the Cougars as they're going to pick up a full court press. Down 8 with 1:15 to play. Hill with the ball. He's able to run the end line, gets it into Brown. Brown gets trapped in the corner. Ball deflected. Hill's able to come up with it. Hill out into transition, finds Weiss. Weiss at the basket, gets it off the glass. And back to a 10-point lead for the Cardinals. Quickly out to Smith. Smith gets to the elbow. Floater is good.
Good drive.
Under a minute to play. Trap in the corner. Weiss pulls up his dribble. And timeout called by the Cardinals. They'll have the ball after the timeout in the corner.
Gonna have to come up with some steals. Can't trade baskets when you're down 8.
3 timeouts remaining for the Cardinals. Hill looking to find a spot, gets it to Nunez. Nunez gets trapped into the middle. Stanton gets a deflection. Weiss is able to get to it. Into the front court. Trap comes again. Weiss able to get through. And the Cardinals will now run some clock. This is where the Cardinals are best, where they can spread the floor and move the ball. Stanton gets called for the reach-in foul as he grabbed Lung. A lot of fouls left to give, though.
Yeah.
Weiss with the ball into the front court. Over to Hill. Deflection gets to Burns. Burns pushing ahead, finds Walker. Walker at the basket, can't finish. Burns with the follow. Gets his own rebound, put back. Loose ball. Smith comes down with it. Outlet to Cannon Miller. Miller for 3.
Short.
Cougars able to keep it in. Burns with the shot, can't go, and foul on the floor. Will Burns go to the line? What do we got here?
No, I think it was
Cougars underneath.
Yep, I think it was on the floor foul.
Walker inbounding. Looks into the corner for Smith. Smith pulls up for 2. And that will do it for the game. Miller Cardinals defeat the New Heights Cougars 62-54.
Well, almost a repeat of last year. This time it was 8 points instead of 7.
Stanton finished the game with 17 points. Jaden Smith with 13. Ben Schumacher had 12. Broderick Burns with 8. And Cannon Miller with 2, along with Jace Walker with 2. Leading scorer for the Cardinals was Paul Nunez with 24 points. Owen Weiss added 9. Hill and Lung each added 6. Well, thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow night for the game in NHCA versus the Rush Homeschool Group. We'll send you out with a second half recap.